All right, well, today is Tuesday, December the 14th, 2021. Right now at 10:40 p.m., we have a temperature of 35 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 99%. The dew point is also 35 degrees. And we have a barometric pressure of 29.92, or about 1,013 millibar. All right, so over the last 24 hours, we've had 4¼ inches of rain, which is good news. That brings our season total up to 5.98 inches. And that 4¼ inches that we had right here was about 72% of the entire year last year. So last year we only had 5.93 inches for the entire season. And I keep track of the seasons from July 1st to June 30th is how I keep track. We start the new season on July 1st. Kind of a fiscal year, sort of a calendar. Anyhow, now this time last year let's see, yeah, we didn't have much rain at all. This time last year we had 0.11 inches as of December the 24th. So hopefully this year will be a lot better than last year. The year before that, 2019-2020, we had 25.03 inches of rain. So that was a good year. And then 2018-2019, we had a total of, that was a really good year, 31.51 inches. That was the year that the spillway up at Orville Dam failed. That reservoir was spilling over from all the rain. So it's good news. We got a lot of rain. Let's take a look real quick here at the hydrology report for Northern California. Most of the rain up in Northern California fell the day before. And they got a lot of rain up there, but in the last 24 hours we can see that most of these areas all had less than a ½ inch, because that system swung down past these guys the day before. So if we take a look at the Southern California area, we'll see that a lot of areas got a significant amount. Nordoff Ridge, 5.05 inches. Opid's Camp, 7.47 inches. So there's a lot of rain. They don't mention the foothill areas along here, but most of the foothill areas got over 4 inches last night. So we're happy about that. And hopefully the weather controllers will give us more rain in the future. Let's go ahead and look at the water vapor map here for the continental U.S. We see that weather system moving down. This is what came through our area last night and all day today, dumping that 4¼ inches. You can see that there's, towards the end of this loop, we see high pressure installed in this vortex. Take a look here. We can see that there's not much rotation in this vortex. There's several smaller vortexes spinning within this larger weather system. But right about here, we see the transmitter, satellite transmitter, is amplifying this storm. They're actually hitting this with power, which causes a downward clockwise force, which causes a lot of turbulence. You know, you've got a counterclockwise rotating air mass, a storm weather system, and you force descending clockwise air. And look what's happening here on this side as they bore into that with high pressure. It basically causes that system to become much more intense. And also notice, we were talking about this in the previous video, this area of high pressure which is installed here by these weather controllers. This is an artificial area of high pressure that's installed and prevents the tropical moisture flow from merging with these colder Pacific storms as they move down into the U.S. And so what happened the other day in Kentucky and Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, is that this was allowed to merge with as the previous system moved through, this was allowed to merge. This high pressure they just took the power off, and this all merged together, causing the tornadoes that ripped through Kentucky and all these other areas, killing over 100 people. And we can see clearly that all throughout this area, this is all separated. And that's what I was talking about most of the year. Most of the time, you see that the weather controllers will maintain a separation between these much colder storms and this tropical flow here. Let's go out and look at this is the East Pacific map. And we can see that wide area right through there, that installed artificial high pressure separating the tropical flow, which, by the way, this is where we got all of our rain. You can see that we're right there, and the bulk of that rain came as a result of the tropical flow moving right over us, and then we got more rain from the tail end of this thing swinging through this North Pacific storm. And now we've got another one right here. So it looks like Northern California may get some more rain tomorrow. Let's go ahead and look at the Doppler map. Right here we can take a look at this, and we can see that there's still all this snow and rain has moved out over Arizona. There's still some snow up in the Tehachapi area there, and over the San Bernardino Mountains, Big Bear right here, and Mount Wilson and certain areas along here up in the higher, over 6,000 feet, they're getting a smattering of snow. In the Fort Tejon area, Gorman, we see some light snow there, and some rain up near Arroyo Grande, San Luis Obispo, Avila Beach. But this area yesterday, this entire map yesterday was just a lot of yellow all the way up and down the entire map. Just amazing. I've got some screenshots, but I don't have them prepared right at the moment. I'll show those next time, as well as some of the Doppler WSR88Ds at work, chopping up the precipitation in certain areas. So things have quieted down for the time being here in California. Meanwhile, that weather system has moved off into the Phoenix area and Flagstaff. You can see Flagstaff, which is about, 7,500 feet. They're getting snow. That's a nice town, by the way. I love Flagstaff. Beautiful area. Sedona, Prescott, Cottonwood, Jerome, Arizona is beautiful. It's an old copper mining town. Anyhow, we have some snow showers up in the Salt Lake City area. You can see there's a Doppler WSR88D evaporating the snow showers up in the northern Utah. I was going to say Idaho. That's Utah. And of course, we have some snow up in Idaho. All right. So that's the report for the West Coast, and we have some snow out in the Chicago area, it looks like, just east of the Chicago area, up in Detroit, or rather up in Michigan. Yeah, okay, so that's the situation there. Let's take a look next at the surface analysis map. We can see the next storm right here, 979 millibar storm moving to the southeast, right towards Northern California and Oregon. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have an occluded front shown there. That means they've got a satellite transmitter, which by tomorrow night we'll see this thing will be up probably around 980 or 990 millibar by tomorrow night. You can see that they're working on that. That's an occluded front. That purple area there means they've got, this storm actually has warm air overtaking cold air, and so they show that as an occluded front. This never happens in real life. You always see low pressure with it should have a blue band around it, not a purple occluded front. That should never happen. That indicates weather manipulation right there. And of course, they don't show these maps on the mainstream fake news weather reports. You get to see cartoon animated maps. You don't see anything of any value. So that's the surface map. We have the high right here, which separates the tropical flow right down here on this side. And they just move this thing around depending on what what the schedule for the weather happens to be. All right, let's take a look next at the swell map. This is the swells out in the East Pacific. You see that there's 20-foot swells here, and we've got 15 feet in this entire area. So most of California is going to be hit with some very large surf. And this next system is generating 24-foot seas right here, and this is going to be moving right towards us again. So it's going to be a very high surf along the north-facing and west-facing beaches. Mavericks, that would be an interesting place to visit here in the next few days. There it is, and hopefully we'll have another report here real soon. But notice again, they maintain this separation, and the other day this was allowed to break down, and this warmer tropical flow mixed with this, and that's how you get violent tornadic weather and wind. Now, I haven't watched the news much. If anybody knows the status on that tornado, the estimated power of that tornado, I would guess it would be an EF5 based on the damage that was shown. But if anybody has more information on that, post a comment, and we'll try to get another update here real soon. We'll just leave it right here. Okay, that's it.